Hi guys, Pete here from Ashton's Cars. Today we are looking at the Ford Kuga, and this is an ST Line X model, the top of the range Ford Kuga. It's a late 2017 model. Get a lot of Ford Kugas. They are very popular cars. In fact, they were a real bestseller throughout their whole life. But this is the Mark 2.5 model, so the one that was facelifted from 2016 onwards. And you do not see a lot of this particular model of Kuga. This is the 2-litre 180 horsepower diesel with ST Line X trim. So that means you've got the ST Line with a few extra bells and whistles. That includes, on this car, 19-inch alloy wheels, which look fantastic. They're colour-coded in black to the car. It's got the panoramic glass roof, which is an opening glass roof, heated seats and a heated steering wheel, electric front seats, and a really plush leather and alcantara trim. And as I say, this is an absolute top of the line model, the ST Line X. You also, of course, have all the benefits of the regular ST Line. It's got the sportier suspension, it's got a slightly more aggressive body styling to it, but with those extra bells and whistles which take it above and beyond the sort of top end of the range. This particular one has got a particularly high spec. I think a few extras on this I've not seen before on a Ford Kuga, including it's obviously got the full navigation, which you get as a thing on these anyway, but this one's got on top of that a 360-degree parking camera and park assist, where it can actually park itself. It can take over the steering duties and park itself into a parallel parking bay. So a very high spec Kuga, a very good looking car. And as I say, these are a very popular car as well, and they were throughout their life. They were essentially the car that took over where the Mondeo had left off, really, as Ford's family hatch. But it's fair to say this is the badge that people want on their Fords these days. The ST Line has now become synonymous with Fords, packing that little bit extra in terms of style and sophistication. And this car, being a 67 plate, is one of the earlier ST Line Kugas. Another thing on the Kuga, don't buy the automatic. The manual gearbox on these is so much better than Ford's power shift box. So this is a manual, which is what I would prefer. And the colour is Panther black, which is obviously a desirable colour. It's a metallic pearl effect black. Looks really good on the car. This particular car has done 90,000 miles and it's wore those miles extremely well. One or two very minor blemishes on this car, which I will point out. I think that's probably the worst of them. There's a little chip by there. Someone's marked the paint, but it's touched in. But it's worn those miles incredibly well. It's a good looking machine, this is. But starting at the back, let's have a look what you get for your money on the Ford Kuga ST Line X. For a start, and one of the reasons that these have become such a popular vehicle, I almost forgot then, it's an electric tailgate on this titanium ST Line X model. Look at that, 456 litres of boot space. Huge boot on it. That releases like so. And there, we've got a nice big square load area. Something that owners always like on these is it is flat into the car, so it's nice and easy if you do have pets. This one has not had any pets in it, I will hasten to add, but if you do, it's easy for them to get in the back of this vehicle because it's a flat level load area. If you look discreetly just below the bumper there, we have got twin exhausts, a little bit of an indication that we have got quite a powerful car here. 180 horsepower this car delivers, which is pretty impressive. 0 to 60 in 8.7 seconds. Let's have a look at the rear accommodation of the car. We've got quite a heavy tint on these back windows, I will point out, which is a factory option on them. Again, something that you do tend to get on the ST Line X. Look at that roof, and that opens as well. I'll show you in just a moment how that opens. But we've got leather and alcantara seating in the rear of this car. Very nice with the red stitching on it. Little pull down armrest in the middle, which has got some cup holders in. Plenty of space in here for the family. This car's belonged to a family friend. For almost all its life. They bought it when it was 12 months old. I've known this car since it was 12 months old. It's been serviced without any exception, brilliantly looked after, full service history, including the all-important CAMBELT. This does the recline on the seat, so you can have it a bit more upright to create a bit more boot space if you want, which is quite a handy thing. And these rear seats have got ISOFIX points as well, so it's ideal if you are looking at, a young family. Plenty of space in the back for the pushchair, plenty of space and safety in the car for the children. We have got some bottle holders built into the door bins there. It's very family orientated, very family friendly, as you would expect from something like this. Moving on to the front though, we've got plenty of toys to keep mum and dad happy. See the big screen there with the Ford logo? We'll delve into that a little bit more in just a second. It's got a fantastic specification. Lots more leather, lots more alcantara, lots more red stitching to contrast with that black trim in here. It looks great. Part of the ST line spec includes aluminium pedals, which you see there, a little bit sporty, just little touches like that, which make this car feel a bit more special than your regular Kuga. We step inside over quite a nice sill with an ST line. Do you see that badge on there? Looks quite cool. Access is easy. Nice low sill. Nice welcoming dashboard when we get in. The car itself very, very comfortable, and of course I do love a pan roof, so that is something that I'm very, very keen on, isn't it? The car's keyless. I've got two separate little key fobs that you keep on you, and if you press the clutch and press that button by there, she springs into life. So that's the startup sequence. I'll just give it a quick rev. There we go. And if I press OK there to the seatbelt warnings and stuff like that come up, it will eventually have a central digital speedometer, which is quite cool, to go along with the nice bold analog instruments that are on this particular car. We have got cruise control over to the left of the wheel. That does the trip computer thing there, which if I go to trip computer 1, will bring up my speedo. It's also got various other modes, but I find that quite handy. We've got obviously Bluetooth phone, usual gubbings that you get. So you answer that with the controls over on the right of the wheel, and it's a decent stereo system in this as well. It's got the slightly more uprated speakers, I think, than the standard Kuga. Now that image might look like it's flashing on your screen. It's not. It's the recording equipment that makes it look that way. This is a proper touch screen here, so I've got maps on it like that. I can put my phone system through it. Audio system. Audio includes a DAB stereo. Also, interestingly, they did keep the CD system on this as well. So if you have got CDs, you can still play them, but you can also play your music off your Bluetooth connection. The car has got CarPlay as well, so you can connect up your phone via a wire to CarPlay and have all your phone's apps running through that screen as well. So it's quite a good system. And if I press the home screen there, that's your home sort of screen, which takes you to wherever you want to go. I have got heated seats in this car down here, and obviously that's not unusual on a higher spec SUV like this, but look at that, I've got a heated steering wheel as well. Don't see that in too many cars this side of a Range Rover, do you? That button there does the park assist. I can't really show you that properly here because there's nowhere to parallel park on our yard, but it does all work. But what I can show you, if I put the car in reverse, we've got a fantastic rear view camera, and I do believe if we there is a 360 camera on it as well up by there, which tells you it does like a split screen affair when you need it to. But am I going to be able to get it to do that now? I can get it to zoom, but I can't get it to go into the 360 one, just because we haven't got any to the sides of us at the moment. We'll explore that more in a second. I'll move the car and we'll explore that more in a second. But it has got a very, very good sort of system on it for reversing and parking, and it's quite easy to drive, this car is. Electric handbrake. and it makes sense on this car a lot more than some of the Vauxhalls and other cars I've driven. If I pull off in it now, so handbrake on, I'm not going to touch the handbrake. Here's my hand. I'm holding the phone with the other one. Look, as I pull off, it comes off automatically. It's got hill start assist on it as well. It's very, very easy to drive, this car is. Very easy indeed. And then, on top of that, we've also got, and let me just make sure I get this right, we've got the roof. I think it's this one here. Oh, that's the blind. Look at that. That's as far back as it goes, but it's quite good, that, isn't it? It also tilts. Really nice to have a bit of daylight coming into the car, fresh air. I mean, I'm a fan of pan roofs anyway, just because they flood the interior with light and they just make it feel a little less gloomy on a miserable day. On a sunny day like this, the fact that this one opens, well, that's like the icing on the cake, isn't it? I'll leave it tilted like that for a second. It looks cool. Anyway, let's fiddle in with that and let's get back to the car. 90,000 miles. An absolutely comprehensive service history. I can show you very briefly the books for this car. In fact, I'll just turn it off while I do that. Why waste fuel? Talking of fuel, you will get 50 to the gallon out of one of these. They're really good. Really, really good on fuel. I should have probably organised this a bit better, shouldn't I? Got this all out before I started running the video, but here we are. Here is the service record book of the car. And here is the service history for it. So it was done by Lookers in 2017, November. 2018 at Ford's. That's about the time then that it was purchased by friends of mine. And then we've got service there from an independent garage in 2020 at 32,000 miles. 2022 at 50,000 miles. Same indie garage has done the work on it. Then at 69,000 miles back in 23, and in 24 at 87,000 miles. So that's all the servicing up to date for it. I have as well got a receipt here for the timing belt from that. That's what where is it? Got a printout from the garage actually, which tells us everything that's been done on the car, and the timing belt is on this printout. MG Auto has done the work on it. Let's go inside. There we go. Strip down and remove a worn water pump and timing belt, renew and fit, and not a bad price actually. £413. So that was done back then. That was done at 69,000 miles, and that was back in 2023. All right, so fairly recently, really. So that's something that you do need to watch on these, is that at this sort of age, timing belts and stuff like that are something that you particularly do need to take care of. As you can see by the fact it's quite a reasonable price on this car. This is not a wet belt, and that's one of the reasons that I quite like these actually. No wet belts to worry about. Newer Kugas now I think do get the wet belts. A lot more problematic. These were just a really reliable, solid car, but they've got all the tech you could want. Look, press that, it locks, the mirrors fold in, and it just looks bloody gorgeous. I think the coachwork on it really is fantastic. The lines of this car as well, it was Ford's sort of edge design that they had back in the sort of mid-teen years. Just look really cool. This 2.5 model of Kuga, I think is the best one they ever did. Best looking one. Really pretty car, and it's just worn its miles so well, this particular one has. A credit to the previous owners, but also a credit to Ford, really. They seem to have lost their way since they were building this. I don't think the new Fords now are, in my opinion, up to the same standard. This was quite a cool car, and also very, very practical as well. If you're looking for a Kuga, obviously there's going to be lots of them for sale, but if you are looking for one with this sort of spec, they're going to be few and far between. This is, you know, I've been doing this job a long time. I get a lot of Kugas in. This is the highest spec one that I've ever had. And the fact that it's got all the service history with it as well really is the icing on the cake. Just really does make this a very, very desirable bit of kit. So if you're looking for one of these, well, you've just found it. So be quick. We have but one of these cars. And my number's 07932 873 646. And I'll be happy to take any inquiries, including part exchange and including delivery inquiries. We do deliver anywhere in the UK, so let us know where you are and we will work a deal out to suit you. So give us a shout if you're interested. 07932 873 646 is the number. 180 horsepower ST line X. And that X is the important bit. That's the one that gives you all the spec. Thanks for watching, guys. Please feel free to comment below. Let us know your thoughts and your experiences of the Ford Kuga. I'm going to have to get a new light on that, look. That's car sales though, eh? We'll replace that light before it goes out. Apart from that, it's ready to go, this car is. Been recently MOT'd. Servicing's up to date. You go and find another one like this. You won't. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notifications. Keep yourself up to date with what we've got coming in and all the goings on at the garage. And we hope to see you very, very soon. I've rattled on long enough now, so bye for now.